introduction of our animals because we plan on including our animals in our videos, and they're such a big part of our lives. So, first of all is my baby. As you can see, this lovely girl here who hates cameras, absolutely despises them, is Miss Lydia. She is a red-nosed pit, which I know isn't technically a breed. So she is an American Staffordshire Terrier, and as you can see, she's got red nose. She's making this really difficult, and a tongue that doesn't ever stop. Never. She is 7 years old, and I got her when I was 19, and she was only about 10 weeks old, or 9 weeks old when I got her. She is my pride and joy. I'd be lost without her. She's been through literally everything possible with me. She's the first dog that I ever had on my own and was mine from little up. I've raised her. I've trained her. I don't know if that's good or bad at times, because sometimes she doesn't listen very well, but I think it's mostly because she's stubborn and bullheaded. Look at this ear.
Now, I've got 32 years of being around dogs. I've been around every breed, from working in the grooming shop to going to dog shows every weekend. They're trying to legalize these guys in certain parts.
I'm all for pit bulls. To give you a little bit of a background on Lydia and my life, I guess. I'd always wanted a tiny dog, like a Chihuahua or something, because I was the typical girl who wanted something that I can pick up and carry around and pack around. That was easier on me. But Lydia came up on my Facebook the one time. I was just scrolling through, and I was actually at work, so I probably wasn't supposed to be on my phone at that point in time. But I was scrolling, and this little dog, she was literally only like this tall, picture pops up, and one of my friends was getting rid of her. She just couldn't take care of her anymore. Her mom had a new baby, and having a puppy at the same time was just way too much. So they had her advertised on there for someone to buy, crate and all. And I texted my mom and I said, "Mom, I found this dog. Can I get her?" And she's thinking, oh geez, what kind of little rat dog does she want to bring home now? And I said, "Mom, it's a pit bull." And she's like, "Okay, well, if it doesn't work out, you have to take her to your dad's." Well, my dad was the next person I contacted, and he's like, "Well, if it doesn't work out, I can't take her." I wasn't telling my mother that, as I wanted this dog more than anything. So I went after work and met up with my dad, and we went and picked her up, and her name was Ryder, and she's a girl, and it didn't suit her. I was so just torn up about a name for her. I didn't know what I was going to name her. I hadn't the faintest idea. I'd only had this puppy for like a half an hour, and I'm like, what am I going to do? I don't like her name. I can't give her that name. I can't call her that for the rest of her life. And my dad was like, "What's that movie that you like with the guy and the girl?" And I'm like, that narrows it down. But we eventually figured it out that he was talking about Beetlejuice, which is my favorite movie, and Lydia is one of my favorite characters. So that's how she got her name. And my mom wanted nothing to do with her when I brought her home. Absolutely nothing. And now she's attached to Grandma's hip, which is sad for a dog, but I don't have any other kids, so she was like obsessed with her now, and we couldn't have traded her, or ask for a better dog. She's definitely well suited for me, even though she loves you more.
Now, being around all the dogs that I was, there's certain breeds out there that catch on to stuff, more intelligent. This one here.
Don't tell her anything mean. I'm covering
pit bulls. My cousin had pit bulls too, and the one got a whole bag of onions one time. I mean, they're not.
I had a pit bull when I was a baby too, and everybody was afraid she was gonna bite me.
Yeah, they're more of a lover than, you're not gonna teach them the tricks that you can other dogs. But now, the first time I met her, it was game over. She wouldn't get off my lap. She wouldn't stop licking me.
And that was only about 2 years ago that he met her, and she just attached herself to him. She actually chooses him over me now.
Yeah, I can't even go to the bathroom with her outside the door whining. Also, since, pit bulls have such a bad name, last weekend, our neighbor has, I think, a 3-year-old daughter.
Yes. She's little and she's cute.
Yeah, she came up. We have a chain link fence for her to run in.
And I had my back turned, but this says a lot about the dog.
Yeah, she came up to the fence, and, knowing her...
And we knew what was going on.
We didn't care, because she took to my 8-year-old, too. But the neighbor girl fell in love with her. They were sitting beside the fence, one on each side of the fence. She was licking the neighbor girl, and, I mean, it's just...
She is the biggest lover. There's not a mean bone in her body. If anything, she will lick you to death before she bites you. Even her bark is not mean sounding. It takes a lot to get her riled up whenever they're playing even. She's the calmest dog. She's a worrywart, but she's calm.
Now the neighbor over here on this side, they're a little different. They have 3 dogs that come out, and every time they come out, they just want to run up and down the fence barking at her. And she just looks at him like,
she doesn't even bark back, which is amazing to me, that it doesn't even faze her if another dog is barking at her. And she's great with other animals. She's been around my pap's dog, my mom's dog. But she's great with other animals. Like I said, I really lucked out with her personality, that she's very just well-mannered when it comes to people and animals. She's not mean. She doesn't have a mean bone in her body. And everybody is always so worried about pit bulls, but...
Well, even when we moved in together, I had the cat, and she was never around a cat before.
Not since she was really, really little.
And she won't tell you this. She won't admit it, but they're buddies now.
Yeah. The cat thinks otherwise. I think the cat just gets annoyed.
And, it upsets me, the bad name these guys get. I have met thousands of dogs in my life, and it's the way they're raised, it's how they're brought up. I mean, it don't matter what breed it is. I've seen all kinds of dogs fighting. Does that make that whole breed bad because there's one dog picking on another dog? I mean, come on, guys. I mean, I know it's not for everybody. Nobody likes this one here. The only thing that drives me nuts is she can't keep her tongue in her mouth.
She licks everything. And she's always been like that. We've tried to break her of it, and it's not something... I don't know if it's a nervous tick of hers or what, but she'll lick everything. As soon as we walk through the door, she's licking our pants. She loves pants. She's licked windows. She will literally lick anything you put in front of her face. She loves to give kisses. Say hi. Say good morning, kisses. Of course, you're not going to do it because I asked for it, but she is very well behaved and trained. She was crate trained for a while, and now, like I said, she's 7. She's to the point where she doesn't do much of anything anymore. She used to chew everything. That stopped with the puppy phase. She doesn't chew. She likes her bones, but she can't have stuffed animals.
Now, a couple months ago, she decided to get into the garbage.
Which was a new thing for her.
Yeah, and got herself a vet bill and medicine. So we had to go get gates to block her out of the kitchen. But
yeah, she used to never get into the garbage, and for some reason that started recently. And not good. She ended up with pancreatitis and had to be on some antibiotics for a while. Which, to try and give a dog pills like her, it's a pain.
Yeah,
and now she's very limited on her food as well.
But she's the type, too, that if you tell her to sit, she lays down. You tell her to stay, she runs. I mean, the only way to get her to lay down is ask her if she wants a bath. Do you want a bath? And she's down.
She's leaving now.
I mean,
she's going over and laying down away from him because that makes her mad.
But that is her.
No.
She'll drop the ball and watch it roll past.
Now, she'll be excited when we go for a walk later, to be out and walk with us. But to let her out by herself, she'd probably just go and lay down and chew on a stick.
Yeah. Dude running around. We call him Dude.
Little background on Dude.
Yeah, little background. When me and my wife split up, the first Christmas, our daughter needed something of her own to keep her mind going. So
best type of therapy is pet.
Yeah, absolutely. There's been times where I've been stressed out and I go talk to one of mine. But the ex bought Kenzie a cat. Was told it was a female when she got it, so Kenzie named it Elsa. Because,
well, yeah, that was the big phase, was Frozen at the time.
Only to find out that when she took it to get it fixed, it was a dude, not a girl. So
when we ended up with him a little over a year ago now. Yeah,
because she was, they got another place, and where they moved to, they weren't allowed pets. And I got the phone call, hey, can you have his cat? And I mean,
I'm gonna go get him.
For one, it was Kenzie's cat, and I'm all about giving animal homes. Now, we took this dude from, he was hiding behind couches. We didn't even know he was here. And a year later, we can't sit on a couch without him being on our lap. Now, this one here, she wanted to get the cat. This one here will mess with him. Back up. And, just upset him, but go.
A year ago, this would have never happened. He actually ended up getting more attached to me quicker than what he did him, which was surprising to me because you're the animal. Yeah,
for some reason, person. It don't matter where I go, the animals are glued to me. I don't know,
But he started coming out around and coming to me first. We took it really slow with him because we know there were kids that were messing with him, and he was really jumpy. He's still kind of skittish at times. He's like, I really don't want this.
There's a lot of times where he still wants to be on the couch with you, but not on your lap. He just wants to be in your presence.
So, this is Dude. We don't call him Elsa. This is Dude.
Yeah, he's came so far,
He's really mad. He's like, stop messing with me.
Yeah, but he's cool. He's always on somewhere around us anymore. He's been just a blast.
Oh, he's fun now.
He
doesn't play with toys, but he's still fun.
Yeah, the best part, though, was just watching him, accept us in a way to where he felt comfortable enough that he could come around us, and then, finally this.
Yeah, he'll sit here now for a while until he gets bored.
I know we went probably 5 months of never knowing where he was at. We would see him if he came out to get a drink or water. And, we just, there.
And now he's laying down between us.
Yeah, he's got to lay tight against us. But he's been so much fun.
If I leave the bedroom door open and I'm laying in bed, he comes and crawls in bed with me now. He'll sit on the arm of the couch and sit with us. Now he moved over here. What's up, buddy? Yeah, we can't call him Elsa. I never could ever since I found out that he was actually a boy and not a girl. So he kind of just dubbed the name Dude. Yeah. And Kenzie calls him that too now. and she's okay with it. She at first got kind of upset if we would say he, because she still swore up and down that it was a girl, and we're like, Kenzie, it's a boy. Like, I just couldn't call him Elsa anymore. So, but he's pretty awesome.
My mom's had cats for probably 15 years now, and he's been the most laid-back cat. Like, he doesn't play with toys. He doesn't really get on stuff. I mean, every now and again I'll catch him on something, but...
There at the beginning, he was getting on the tables and stuff,
Yeah.
but I think we pretty much broke him of that. He doesn't... He likes to be able to get to the windows. As long as he can get to the windows, he's a happy cat.
Yeah, we've bought him, you know, those little toy mice and stuff, but...
He won't play. He'll sniff it,
Yeah.
and he doesn't actually play with it.
He's really picky, though. If his litter box isn't clean, like...
Spotless clean.
all the time. You know, we can't let clothes lay around the floor because he will go to the bathroom on the clothes. But, I mean, that's our fault because we don't keep Mr. Priss.
He's very picky about that.
He is very picky, yeah.
But other than that, he's not too bad.
We finally started giving him soft food just a little bit, you know. There's some people that give soft canned food all the time. That's not good for their teeth. It can rot them pretty fast.
And that all started whenever I started. Lydia has to be on a diet ever since she got sick because the vet told me she was overweight, which she is still overweight. So we portion out her food. I used to just give her a gravity feeder and let her eat. And when I started giving her soft food as her like special meal at night that she has to have now, the cat kind of got into it too, and now he gets his soft food at night too, and you know when it's feeding time because they're both right there ready to go.
Right. Now, there is one more important family member. We're going to do a video on her. She's out at my mom's because, one, she's weird with other dogs, and she just turned 1 in October. And 2, I have a section of my fence in the back that's 5 foot, and I think she could clear it.
She probably could.
But, so when I was 2, there was a commercial out of a little boy pulling Dalmatian puppies in a red wagon. And I threw a fit, and 30 years ago, I got my first Dalmatian. And ever since then, you know, I've only had 1 year out of 30 to where I didn't have a Dalmatian in my life. She is my 3rd one. She has been the coolest one.
Her personality is awesome with us.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who's, you know. And Dalmatians are like pit bulls, too.
They get a bad rap.
Right.
It's all in how they're raised.
Well, it's not. It's kind of not on how they're raised. It's their personality. They're one of those dogs that you have to get out around people at a young age. I had my first one, you know, you weren't allowed. Somebody wasn't allowed around me that she didn't know. She couldn't stand my aunt, which I don't blame her. But
that's not nice.
You know, she loved me. My sister-in-law was one of her favorite people too, and you know, she had my mom's friend had a Dalmatian too that she would bring up here all the time, and they would just play nonstop. I mean, she was fun. When I lost her, I took it hard, but then I went and I found a male, and he was the type of dog that wanted to be in the same room as you, but don't touch me. You know, he was really cool, really personal. He would go in the car with us and stuff, but he wasn't...
These were all before my time.
Yeah, he wasn't the affectionate type. Well, you were in the picture.
Mom towards the end of his life.
Yeah. Now, towards the end, he had a tracheal disease where he couldn't breathe. If it got hot out, he was coughing, you know, just couldn't catch air and stuff. And I ended up, like, it was either going to be a $10,000 surgery or put him down. And at that time, he was 10 already.
And he was really close with one of the other dogs.
Yeah, with my yellow lab that I talk about in the other video. But
they were really close, and they probably wouldn't have survived without the other one anyway.
Well, we found out later on in his life that he was either bullheaded and didn't want to listen to you, or he was partially deaf. Because you would yell for him, and he'd walk the other direction. But if he could see hand signals, he was coming. Now, this little girl, she was my Christmas present last year from my mom.
Oh my god, she's awesome.
Yeah,
she smiles.
The first two,
if you've ever seen a dog smile, you know what I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
they smile even different than what Lydia's pit bull smile is. It's
yeah, if you
incredible.
see a Dalmatian smile, you know it. My first two were black and whites, and I wanted to find a liver Dalmatian, but I didn't want the pink nose and all that. And
Or the blue eyes.
yeah, I wouldn't have mind one blue eye and one brown, but two blue eyes, it's kind of like looking into an ocean to me. It's weird. So I found this really cool lady, about an hour away that had a litter of them, registered and everything. And I was picky, and I looked for a while and found her. And it was a couple months after I lost the last one, I went and found her. Now, I go into this house real quick, and there's 8 puppies. Well, I've been around dogs my entire life. We used to breed Afghan hounds. And a true way to find out what the puppies are going to be like is to meet the parents. And a lot of people will pull the puppies away and bring the parents up one at a time. But this lady here left us with the puppies and sent the mom up first. And I had a puppy on my lap. The mom came up and pretty much chased the puppy off because she wanted to be on my lap and was licking my face.
And that says a lot.
Yeah, if anybody's been into breeding dogs, you know that the female's really protective of the puppies.
Mm-hmm.
Then, after about 5 minutes, she sent the male up, which in any breed, the males are more protective and they're the dominant ones, and they get weird. So here I am with 8 puppies and the mom, and the dad comes up. And I tell you what, the personality on both parents, especially him, I'd have brought him home because he was such a sweetheart that the parents were fighting over my lap more than the puppies were. I mean, it was just, the puppy was sold right then and there. She was the last one left.
Her name's Letty, by the way.
Yeah, her name's Letty. Kind of goes with her and her favorite movie. My favorite movies are Fast and Furious. And I always wanted a male and a female. I wanted a Dom and a Letty. I'm still working on the male because I'd like to have puppies and all this and that. There's some small stuff that we got to work out, like the fence and stuff, before I have puppies. But I got this. I couldn't ask for a better Dalmatian. I mean, she's such a sweetheart. She loves the kids. It don't matter who she's around. She's just awesome. So if you guys we're all about the comments and we read every comment. It's guaranteed.
And if you want to see more of our animals or want to know more, just ask us. We'll gladly show them. I'm sure they'll show up in a lot more videos too, because that's our life.
We are the weird couple that has 2 of the top bully breeds out there. And we even have, Mom has a beautiful boxer that I'll probably put in a video sometime. She's amazing. Yeah. But now we're looking at 3 of the top bully breeds.
My mom actually has a pit bull now too, named Sammy, which I have a clip of Corey playing with him that I might just add. Leave in the comments what you guys have. Pets at all. We got the aquarium ready to go. We're getting ready to get fish.
Growing up, I always had birds. We had cockatiels, and my mom had a humongous macaw that was my best bud. I'm trying to figure out on how to get a cockatiel without dude messing with it all the time, because if he sees a bird, it's game on.
He loves birds.
Yeah. So, we want to hear it.
Let us know what kinds of dogs you have, what kind of pets you have, what kind of cats, fish, birds, amphibians, snakes. I like snakes. He doesn't like snakes. I like snakes. Anything. If you want us to do anything with our pets, if there's any challenges or anything you want to see with our pets, drop them down below. We'll gladly show you, and I'll try anything with her. She's game for pretty much anything I want to do.
Yeah. Tricks? You guys want to see Tricks? My brother has a chocolate lab. By far one of the smartest dogs I've ever been around. So if there's a trick.
It's funny.
Now, the Dalmatian, she knows between shake and high five.
Lydia used to know how to high five.
So if we can get her to calm down, she is still, she's only a year and a half, so she still bounces off of walls and anything. But if we can get her calmed down enough to get a video, we'll throw it in. We'll definitely at least throw you guys a picture of her in so you guys can check her out.
Yes, I have lots of pictures on her.
Yeah.
She's really hard to get a picture of, though.
So that is our life.
Let us know what else you want to see.
Yeah, definitely. Don't forget, smash that subscribe button and crack the bell.
Give us a thumbs up.
Give us a thumbs up.
Let us know what else you want to see.
So, till next time, guys.
Bye.